Okay, well, here I am, and here you guys are, gentlemen. Sid, David, awesome to see you. So, 2021, huh? We've got something new to talk about. Why don't we jump right into it? So, brand new race series?
No, and I'm tired of hearing that already. This is not a new race series. No, we're so much more than that. First of all, Sid obviously has Battle OCR, and we're basically taking that concept and many other things and taking it on the road, building relationships with so many other brands and building races with them, permanent courses, events, and Sid can talk about a lot of that. But we're not a new race series. We're not just putting on races. If you go to our website, you'll see that that's just not what we are.
Okay, that would be battleofthelions.com.
Yes.
See, I'm good for something.
You're so
basically, one of the themes are a lot of people's asking is like the different race types, themes like grip, strength, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's 4 different things. So basically what we're doing is, since I got so many obstacle ideas, it's insane. And if I put all those obstacles into one race, it just no person in the world can afford that many obstacles in one race.
Right.
So basically what we came up with was a way to, I hate to say, bring it down.
Break them apart. Separate them into
them apart. So we're separating them apart so we can have more obstacles, but they're going to be spread out to different events. So not every event's going to have the same obstacle. Yeah. Or if they do have the same obstacle, that obstacle could be used totally different.
See, one of the things I love about Sid, for all you guys, everyone who's watching at home, is when Sid gets excited, he can actually blow his microphone out. So Sid, your microphone's like rah rah rah.
Yeah.
But that's the passion that we know and love. So obviously, I know and love these guys because they are part of the build crew for the World Championships, for the U.S. Championships, for North American Championships, and as well as you guys are part of my, A team, I guess, for Adventure Fitness. Sid and David, along with Bobby and others, have helped build the courses that we've constructed all across the country. For those of you that don't know, we're building our ROTC and O courses for schools and universities and individuals. But that's one thing that we're doing. But I love the fact that because of this, I was able to kind of draw you guys together, and we can create something new. But let's talk about the relationship. Let's talk about, how you're, I see, when I'm looking at your website and I'm scrolling through right here, which, by the way, totally awesome. Totally dig it. Let's talk about the 4 different types, because Sid just mentioned on it. And then we'll get back to those relationships with, Force 5 and Brute Force and Ultra and High Elite. And then we'll jump into, the OCR World Championships qualifier as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think one of the things that I want people to think about when they see all our stuff is that we're really trying to take concepts that we all love about OCR and bring them forth through the brand. So the concept of Battle OCR and Young Lions, the concept of Sid being a build guy and me being an admin guy, the concept of not just having a race series, but tours. So this tour this year is going to be based on foundational concepts of OCR. Grip, strength, endurance. Sid's going to be in charge of laying those out on a course and taking the concepts and making them into something real. And then the concept of relationships, we don't just throw a sponsor up on our site. It's people that we know. It's people that we believe in. And I don't know if that answered your question, but it's what I wanted to say.
Well, either way, that worked out incredibly well. So we talked about grip, strength, endurance. Explain to me standard.
Yeah, Sid can handle the course part, yeah.
So standard is going to be more classic OG obstacle course race.
Okay.
So it won't be 4 rigs in one. It won't be a weaver to a monkey climb to a thing, and a thing. It's going to be more, a rope climb is going to be a rope climb. But it's going to be quality. It's going to be formatted to what else, and it's going to be packed with obstacles. And the way we're doing it is that if you looked on the website, I'm not sure how David has it worded yet, but we
know who did all the work on the website.
Yeah. The more people that sign up, the bigger the event will be.
Oh, okay. So I see when I look here,
so what we got is we're going to lay out 20. We're going to lay out 20 standard obstacles: rope climb, wall, crawl, all the stuff that people know is going to be in an OCR. If you go to an OCR, it will be there.
Okay.
And then we're going to say, okay, what else do you guys think should be in this course? And so we got a vote thing on there. You can lay out a course for us. You can tell us what obstacles you want to be in it. And for every 100 registrations, we'll add one in. We'll even we'll do polls and we'll let people basically pick the course. They're helping us decide what the standard is.
So to bring up the point, when people are looking at the website and they scroll down to standard, we've got October 9th in Little Rock. It's going to be 4 miles. And then we have that's not 200, guys. That's the infinity symbol.
Yes.
Maybe we need to quash that a little bit and make it more elliptical. I think.
Yeah.
But it looks like 00 obstacles, but no, it's infinity obstacles, because the more people that sign up, the more obstacles there'll be. Like you just mentioned. That's what I do. I listen and I just take what you said and roll it back up. All right. So
and I also want to throw it out there too, like for all the events like OCR Worlds and Frontline OCR and just all the different OCRs out there that we're involved in and support, and like City Challenge Race, all those. Sure. That we're still pushing those events, and we're hoping that even one day we bring Battle of the Lions as a heat to different races.
Oh, cool. You know what? That's great. So that you mentioned this, and I should bring that up. I can say we're the builders for all these different races. I don't own anything to do with City Challenge, nor do any of you, but it's a race that if they need us, they call us up, we go out there and they'll put it on. Frontline the same way. Bobby's out there with War X. And obviously we're all out there for Worlds and whatever permutation of Worlds or Nationals or anything else. We build courses. It's what we do. It's what we love to do. And now that we've made these relationships with all these different races, I mean, whether it's Driven,
Mark
Bellis,
like Mark's new thing. Like we also know that if Mark calls us on a Tuesday and goes, "Oh man, I need somebody to come help me build this race this weekend," we're there.
We're there.
Yeah.
Well, and even more than that, it goes back to not being a new race series. I don't want people to, I know how it feels when you're a race owner and you're like, oh, another one to compete with. Sweet. It's like, that's not even what we want to be. We are a connection of people that go and do. We don't just build other courses. We'll promote your course. Yeah. We'll give your shirts out. We're not a closed system. It's not a zero-sum game. It's an us.
Right. Well, and that's kind of what we started with the World Champs back in.
Oh, it's exactly that.
2014.
We're just out in the country doing that, pushing everybody to that.
So speaking of Worlds, we might as well bring up the fact that BOTL, Battle of the Lions, is an OCR World Championships qualifier. And of course, we're working with Adrian and the crew to make sure, the Adventure crew, to make sure that everything is aligned there. You both have had events, in the past that have come together to where we are now that have been qualifiers. So you're not a new qualifier by any stretch of the imagination either. And I guess I didn't actually ask a question there.
I also want to throw it out there too. I get a lot of messages today about is Battle OCR Regular gone? And no, it's not.
Yes.
So you want to answer that?
Well, me? Well, I mean, the whole point is that this is taking Sid's battle and taking the battle around the country in different forms and different tours. But at the end of the day, the Battle OCR is kind of one of the main pieces. And when we can get a full battle back in, that's what this is all going to head towards.
And we should also mention that the 4 events are 4 events on the calendar right now. And I specifically am working with you guys to try to get one more out here. I was literally just talking, with the company to get you guys out here to Phoenix as well this year. So starting with
Sid
4.
That would be amazing. I love Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Sid and I will probably build several other races this year that we'll put on the site as part of the bottle, even though they're not necessarily named. I mean, we're going to put anything we can do on there.
And that's huge. That goes, and we already mentioned that we all love to work on different races, but that's a real different concept. I mean, what other race series has other race, I guess aside from Worlds, but, has different race owners and organizers and builders just showing up and doing stuff. I think that it makes us all stronger. And we've been trying to do, obviously we've been trying to do this, the OCR United thing since 2014. And it's just great to see it come to fruition.
And I think one of the biggest reasons some owners and racers don't do that is because, obviously OCR is expensive to put on.
Yeah.
So anybody watching, your little $60, $100 helps us, but that's not a lot of money in the long scheme of things. It costs us a lot of money to put these events on. Lots.
Sure. And
so I
the
think a lot of
support.
owners, a lot of owners kind of want to not lose out on the marketing by marketing other events.
Sure.
But our thing is we don't want to lose those relationships. We love all these events, all the owners. We support the community. We want everybody to come together and OCR to come back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing is, I remember I did an interview, oh gosh, I forget who I did it with, in early COVID. I think I've got COVID fog brain, but the question was, oh, will OCR come back? And hell yeah, I honestly think that it will. This is just another obstacle we have to overcome, but I think, back in 2010, 11, when it was the Wild West, it was a different thing. You can just throw an event together. Well, you can't do that anymore. Obviously, we know that, but doing it from the smart point of view, teaming up together, you got between the three of us on the screen, we've got 3 complete kits of obstacles, in the wherewithal to build, dozens, if not hundreds more. So that's awesome.
That goes back to the concept of is OCR dead? Well, we didn't do events for a little while, but the concept of OCR is beyond thriving. I mean, how many fixed courses do you have going in this year? How many places are begging for obstacles and obstacle courses? Even though you maybe can't go to a park and put 10,000 people in it tomorrow, there's still a huge groundswell of people that want obstacles. Yeah,
and there's the people that are saying, this is the conversation I get every day. I'm sure you guys as well, but it's, okay, we really want to do this. I really want to sign a contract. I really want to do X, Y, and Z. I want 30 obstacles. I want 3,000 people there. I want all this stuff. Can't do it yet. The local restrictions and just the fear and just the, but the budget is there for some of these companies. We're out building courses around the country now, but the budget's there for these people to build courses, whether it's a race, whether it's training, whether it's a fixed course for ROTC or something like that. So it's happening. It's just not happening fast enough and at a scale that we're used to. I mean, we're used to, an event is 4, 5, 10,000 people, and that's what an event is. Well, I think we're going to have to recalibrate for, it's going to be 500 people, and then it's going to be 1,500 people, and we're going to be starting over and growing it, but at least we're doing it from a place of experience, I guess.
Exactly. Well, and that brings up a good point is that, people are going to probably wonder a bunch of things about what we have going on. And I just would like to say, we have these 4 events on the calendar. They're all in places where we know we can host them. Again, it's not going to be 5,000 people, but we do want to have, 500, 600, 700 racers there. We did events like that at these places, even somewhat during 2020. And we know that we're going to be okay on those. So that's why we didn't go with a big nationwide schedule or, try to put a Phoenix and a Tampa together, because we know where we want to start, which is, not only close to where we live, but in places where we know we can safely bring in a number of people, put the event on, have no fears about it, maybe canceling out. So, that's, I think, something that we want to put out there for sure.
Yeah, that's enormous. Having the wherewithal to only do in areas that you can do, or go into areas you can. So your website, I'm looking through the battleofthelions.com, and you've got a ton of information from the partners on up. And I know that we're trying to keep this short. We want to kick this off. A couple of things that are really important, I guess. Right off the bat, registration is now open for those 4 events. And there's a $20 off code, an early bird code. Which is
only till Friday. It's BOTL. So get on the BOTL.
Maybe
get off the BOTL. I don't know.
Either way,
whatever the day is.
BOTL. Well, yesterday Super Bowl. Some of us are moving a little bit more slowly today because of it's never a good idea to do shots when a team scores. I'm just going to throw that out. But you also have started, you guys, little other things hanging off here, like you're teasing Battle Lions, BOTL X.
Yeah, so let me just run through a bunch of what we have.
Sure.
So we don't just have the 4 events, So again, we're not just a series. If you go to a normal race series site, oh, cool. 10 obstacles, 2 miles. Where's the register button? All right, cool. Well, I guess I'll show up for that. That's not what we want. That's not what we are. And that's not what we want to be. We want to be a place to connect everybody in a lot of ways. And that's not a novel idea. Again, we're just a piece of the puzzle. So we have the Lions Den. which is going to be very much connected with the Battle Build community, which is it's a community page. So if they get on there, there's a mountain of content that's there and that will continue to come out. Everybody in the company will have a blog where we're just posting content. We have the tour guide. So we have a page for every race where people can go and learn, oh, it's not just a race. I can do all these other things that weekend. I can build all these friendships. I can see all these neat places.
Yeah.
You know, we have the Legion. So that's our elite section. So we got the community portion built in there. We also have a points-based league. There's so much to it. They're just going to have to go on the website and unfortunately start reading, which I think they're bad at.
I don't like reading, Dave.
Yeah, well, there's pictures too.
Sid likes doing. You know,
Sid should read the website and let people listen to his read version of it.
I think everybody that looked at the website so far is more like me and freaking out because they don't know what anything is when the information's right there.
Well,
and that's fine.
So
the website is dense, and so we're going to unpack it on social media and through videos for the next 2 months. Okay,
I do see, you know, the registration's open. Fix your season pass link, by the way, David. Darn it.
Thank you. Which one? There's so many pages.
I know. That's the amazing thing about a new website. I was just literally gonna pimp your season pass, and I clicked on it off of the Lions Den page and it wasn't working. But obviously the season pass does exist right now. Is the $20 off good for the season pass as well?
It'll be more than 20 off. It'll be an appropriate amount per event that you choose.
Nice, dude. You guys rock. So the very last thing that I want to sum up with is the LOL, is the Legion of Lions. I love this. I love what you had to say. I love what you guys are about. Where's the Lionhearted? We had the great. I was checking out the thing about was it your Lionhearted?
So
where you guys have your pledge. I really loved the pledge that you put up there. Oh yeah, here.
Just click on the Legion and then click on Lionhearted. Yeah.
Okay. So the Battle of the Lions Owners Pledge. 5 things on there. I'm not going to go into them. They're there for you guys to read, and you know your beautiful smiling faces on that page as well. But I love this is all about inclusion. You know that I'm a huge fan of that. I know you guys are as well. In order for the sport to grow, it's everybody, every creed, every race, every size, every age. It has to be, highlighted, has to be, made to feel welcome. And I love that. That's a huge piece of this. I think that the sport is going to continue to grow in whatever shape, size, and other it grows in, but I think including everybody into that path of growth for OCR is hugely important. So that was cool. I totally.
And at the end of the day, the pledge is all about the fact that Sid has a certain skill set and it's very different from mine. I have a certain skill set, very different from his. But at the end of the day, the thing that we share is the passion for the people in the sport. Yep. And if they go to the site, they will see that's the event they're coming to.
Yep. And both of you guys train adults and kids, and so it's not just events. I mean, what you do for a living is essentially based around kind of like me, I guess, but it's 100% based around obstacle course racing. So I mean, that's pretty fantastic. Anyways, I could talk all day, and you know that you and I will talk and text for the next 17 hours because we do that every day. But love you guys.
I've been on the phone all day with David, just seeing his face. He's been watching me work.
I know you guys. So I was thrilled to be there. The funny part is these guys only have known each other in person for 4 months now, which is hilarious. You've known each other for a lot longer than that, but I feel like the matchmaker dragging you guys.
You're the grandpa of this event, Brett.
Oh, is that what thanks. Is it because of my gray hair?
It is.
Jerk. All right. Anyways, Sid, David, love you guys. Thank you so much for this. I'm excited to hear more and see more and do more and participate more and everything else more. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brett.
Talk to you soon.
Later.